Hey everyone, it's Kai from Cool Collectibles, back again for another collection update video. It's been a while since I've done one. I normally try to do them about every quarter or every half a year, and I am late for one, so I did have a pretty good start to 2017, so I'll probably start with the 1/6 scale. I did get the Asmus Frodo and Sam earlier this year, and of course I did just get their Legolas figure that you see here, the luxury edition, so I'll be filming the review of that over the next couple of days, so hopefully you can stay tuned for that. But I'm glad they finally have pretty much confirmed they will be completing the Fellowship, which will be awesome. They're not the most accurate or quality head sculpts out there, but the tailoring on the clothes and the overall look of them I think is pretty damn fantastic. So I can't complain too much about that. Also earlier this year I got the War Machine, die-cast Mark I War Machine. I just couldn't resist how awesome that looked. It is a bit oversized compared to the others, but overall the details on that is pretty damn awesome. I'm still in two minds about whether or not to pre-order the Mark VI die-cast. I haven't heard anything about a Mark IV die-cast yet, but we'll see what happens there. Also, on the 1/6 scale front, I did get 4-LOM. So Sideshow are slowly getting their bounty hunters together, with Zuckuss I think later this year or early next year, and Dengar probably around the March 2018 time frame I think. But glad they're finally getting around to finishing those. And also got the Han and Chewie from The Force Awakens. So as I said before, there's probably been a lot of controversy over Chewbacca. Overall, I'm not too fussed with mine. I think it's every bit as good as the original that you see there. And on the 1/6 scale front, I think the only other one I've got is a Yoda, which I haven't put in the display cabinet yet, but that's pretty much the pose that I'll be going with. And I did post that review probably last week or so. So another great addition to the Star Wars line by Hot Toys. I also, well, while I'm on this side, I did get earlier this year the GX71 Bandai Soul of Jokoken Voltron, which is absolutely fantastic. Looks a bit crammed in here with my 80s cubicle here. And there's the Space Ghost that I got recently from Mezco. That's the only Mezco figure I have, and they are pretty damn awesome. I can totally see why people think they're essentially the Hot Toys of the 1/12 scale, because accessories wise, detail wise, costuming, etc. I think they've done a fantastic job. On that front, what else did I get? I did finish off the SH Figuarts TMNT characters from the 80s cartoon as well, so they pretty much replaced the previous Playmates versions, which were pretty crap in comparison, to be honest. But that's to be expected. These are quite a bit more expensive, maybe at least double or 3 times as expensive, so the quality is expected, and they do look pretty damn great on display. And I am still going through all the Bandai Movie Realization Star Wars figures. Not sure. I did get the Archer one recently, and it's taken them ages to release these. And I think they teased Jango Fett ages ago, so hopefully they release him soon. And I do have the prototype Boba Fett on pre-order through Big Bad Toy Store. So I couldn't make it to SDCC unfortunately. One day I might do that. It's one on my bucket list. But hopefully we'll get there one day and be able to pick up some stuff live from there. Also earlier this year I did get the yellow suit Bruce Lee there, which I love those SH Figuarts figures. Lots of posability and lots of accessories as well. I think that's pretty much it on this side of the display room. Transformers, down here I did get Masterpiece Grapple down here earlier this year, and it is starting to look very crowded, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. They do have Sunstreaker coming out at the end of the year with another repaint of MP Sideswipe in more G1 cartoon accurate colours. and also some repaints of the cassettes. And also, of course, I did get finally the Masterpiece Megatron. So the Decepticons are filling out a little bit more, and they do look pretty damn awesome displayed together. That Megatron is probably the best Masterpiece they've released for a very long time, and will be the definitive G1 Megatron, I think, for many years to come. It's an outstanding figure. Anything else on this side? I do have, on the statue front, I did get a few Street Fighter statues. So I think a Buki and R-Micah down here came out earlier this year. And I think they've gone back to doing some original characters. So they've got the battle dress Chun-Li coming, and another version of Cammy. So I was hoping they were going to do Rose or something else, but other than that, those are pretty damn awesome Street Fighter statues. And I do have a lot of PCS, Pop Culture Shock, Street Fighter statues coming. I do have the quarter scale Evil Ryu pre-ordered, and also the 1/3 scale Ryu and the 1/3 scale Chun-Li. So that's going to be an expensive 2018 or 2019, depending on how long it takes for them to come out. And I did recently pre-order the Ultimate quarter scale Akuma as well. I probably should have gone and be patient and ordered that through Pop Culture here in Australia, but people were telling me that they weren't going to get exclusives, but it looks like they did. But I did end up pre-ordering directly from Pop Culture Shock during their pre-order madness. That whole pre-order live website issue, I don't know what they're going to do to fix it, but they really need to do something, because it was absolute chaos. Motu. Now, I think I got Evil Lyn and Skeletor earlier this year, I think. I think they came out in a bit of a rush at the start of this year, and He-Man was at the end of last year. So these are two amazing statues. A lot of people are disappointed with Evil Lyn, but I think she fits the sort of aesthetic style that they're going with perfectly. So I can't complain too much about that. I do have the She-Ra on pre-order as well. And I think that comes out mid next year. They have indicated on the forums that they will be doing 2 other new characters. So I'm hoping that'll be, Man-at-Arms or Teela, or even one of the other bad guys. It's not often we get statues of the likes of Merman and Triclops, etc. So hopefully they continue the line and don't just stop halfway through. Statue-wise, also Edward Scissorhands up there. I think they've just recently teased in their horror line Ash from Evil Dead 2, and I think they've got Pinhead coming as well. So they're definitely, Kotobuki are definitely taking that line to better and bigger things. What else on this side? I think Loki might have come out this year as well. Thor, I think, was last year, but those two look pretty damn nice together. But that is pretty much it from a 2017 perspective. Hopefully you can subscribe and stay tuned for more stuff. I do have, it's probably going to be a bit more of a rush towards the end of the year with things coming out. I do have the Han Solo in Carbonite coming. I'm trying to think of what else I've got on pre-order. I tend to forget these days, that's why I have to put everything in a spreadsheet. Oh yes, Boromir, he's coming from Asmus as well. I did pre-order the rooted hair version because they revised some of the prototype pictures and it did look a bit better. And I do have their rooted hair Aragorn sculpt coming as well, so hopefully that's an improvement over the original. But that is pretty much it from a collection update perspective. Hopefully you like that quick look at the room and can like and subscribe and stay tuned for all the upcoming stuff this year. So thanks again, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers. Bye.